everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Lulita and I am on a weight loss journey, and today I'm going to be talking about the things I wish I knew before I started losing weight, which I hope these tips will help you start your weight loss journey a lot smoother than I did, because I'm going to tell you I had a lot of trial and error. So the first thing I want to talk about is the word diet. I hate that word diet. Okay, and having a mentality of like you saying, oh, I'm gonna go on a diet, and as soon as I'm done with this diet, I'm gonna go completely and go back to doing the same things that I did before. No. And that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be yo-yo dieting because you're gonna be fluctuating with your weight, going up and down. No. And that's what I wish I understood when I started my weight loss journey, because I was going around, oh, I'm going to diet. And then once I get to where I want, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing. And then I'm wondering why I'm gaining the weight back, because you're dieting. There's no. So what you need to understand is that this is a life change, that you're going to be changing your lifestyle when you start your journey, meaning this is something you're going to be continually doing for the rest of your life if you want to continue to maintain the weight that you're at. And that's what I didn't understand, and that's why I kept failing at all my attempts of losing weight. And as soon as you understand that this is a lifestyle change, the better off you're going to be. Okay, now tip number two. This goes hand in hand with the first tip of the diet and the lifestyle change. And this is a big one. Tip number two is a big one, guys. So listen up. Finding a lifestyle change that works for you and that you could sustain for the rest of your life. And what I mean by sustain for the rest of your life is this. I'm gonna give you an example with me. In 2018, I started my weight loss journey, my first attempt, and I decided to go with the company Herbalife. I'm not gonna lie, their products are wonderful. Those shakes are delicious. Their teas are delicious. I did lose 30 pounds with Herbalife. But at that time, I still had the mentality of dieting. So as soon as I stopped it, I would gain the weight back. So then I would continue to buy these products to lose the weight. But what I'm saying is that you have to find something that you could sustain. When I really looked at Herbalife, yes, I was losing a lot of weight. It was working for me, but realistically, did I want to have 2 shakes for meals for the rest of my life and only have 1 actual meal? No, I didn't. I wasn't gonna be able to sustain that for the rest of my life. Some people can go their whole life just eating 2 shakes and then their meal. Good for you. That's great. And I'm glad that works for you, but it just didn't work for me. I couldn't do that for the rest of my life. So that's what I mean. Make sure you pick something that you can keep up with for the rest of your life. I'm not saying that you're not going to have days where you're going to go off your plan. Yes, you are going to have days that you do that, because we're only human. We're allowed to have mistakes. But you need to have something that at least 90% of the time you could sustain. I couldn't do Herbalife. I love the results, but I literally just couldn't have 2 shakes a day just for meals. I love food, which is why we're at where we're at. It's just, I need food. So this wasn't going to work for me. So that's something I need you guys to understand. You're going to go through a whole bunch of different, I guess you could say, diets, but lifestyle changes that aren't going to work for you. And you really need to just find something that works for you. And as soon as you find that, oh my God, it's gonna just work for you. You're gonna be like, this is easy. And another example that I wanted to tell you guys is keto. After Herbalife, I started keto, and the food was delicious. I was eating bacon, steak, eggs, all that good stuff, and I could sustain that, or my whole family could sustain that. That was something I could sustain, and I did sustain it for a while. I was losing all the weight that I gained back after I stopped using Herbalife. I lost all that weight. I was averaging 2 pounds a week losing, which I was really proud of that. So like I said, you have to find something that works for you, something that you can continue doing for the rest of your life if you want to maintain your figure. All right, so we're going to go into tip number 3. So tip number 3 is something I really, really wish I would have known right off the bat, because it would have saved me going through all these lifestyle changes and trial and error with them, because it just would have helped. So tip number 3 is knowing your body type. That is so important. And I honestly did not know how important that was till literally 3 weeks ago. And I'm going to tell you right now. So like I was telling you earlier that I stopped the Herbalife, gained all the weight back, and then I started keto and lost all the weight. Okay. So I was doing keto because I thought I was a certain type of body type. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the 3 main body types that we have. Okay. The first body type is going to be an ectomorph. The second one is a mesomorph. And the third one is an endomorph. Okay. And all these 3 are different. They have to take different approaches to losing weight and to have success in their weight loss. Okay. So out of the 3, I thought I was an endomorph. So I was restricting my carb intake, because endomorphs don't do well with carbs. So I was like, oh my God, I have to stop eating pasta, bread, all these things that I enjoy. I had to cut them out. So that's when I started keto. So I started keto. I was losing 2 pounds a week, super excited. I'm going. But there I would have cheat days where I will eat pasta. And I'm like, oh my God, I just that's my go-to is bread and pasta. So I'm going here depriving myself, just losing 2 pounds, a week. I'm super glad about that, But after really, really looking into my body type, I decided to get some professional help. And they realized that I was actually not an endomorph. I was a mesomorph, but I couldn't tell because I was so overweight from my body frame that I just couldn't tell what I was. So I just put myself in the endomorph. But a mesomorph actually can eat carbs. They do well with carbs. So as soon as I got that information, I started looking up things for my body type, which completely changed my whole routine. As me believing I was an endomorph, I was going hard on cardio, doing 45 minutes to an hour, and I was pushing about 30 minutes of weights. And I was not eating carbs. That's what I was doing, and I was losing 2 pounds a week. And then when I found out I was a mesomorph, I switched it. I started eating carbs, and I lowered my cardio, because we're actually supposed to do a lot less cardio. So I lowered that to 20 minutes. Sometimes I'll go to 30, but very rare. And I actually increased my weightlifting to 45 minutes. By doing that, I started losing 4 to 5 pounds a week. So by doing this, I actually, how do I say that word? Maximized? Yeah, there we go. Maximized my weight loss. So knowing your body type is very important. Yes, keto worked for me. I was losing 2 pounds a week, but this is so much better for me. I'm losing twice the amount of weight. I'm actually being able to eat what I want, like pasta and bread. So that was oh my God, I didn't have, this is a lifestyle that I could sustain, is eating this, just different portions than what I was eating. So it feels good being able to eat pasta, a sandwich, all these things I thought I couldn't eat because I thought I was an endomorph and just my body type wasn't gonna allow it. But it turns out I can eat all this delicious stuff. So the point of this is knowing your body type is very important, because what if you're depriving yourself from something you don't have to? Or what if you're putting something in your diet that you shouldn't be, or you're working out the wrong way? This is very important. So before you start your weight loss journey, make sure you understand this is a lifestyle change. Find a lifestyle change that you could sustain, and definitely know your body type. And the last tip that I'm going to give you, that I know you guys hear a lot of people say, but you need to trust the process. Yes, I know, but you do. You need to trust it, because sometimes you won't drop pounds on the scale, but guess what? You're dropping inches. Or maybe you're not dropping inches and you're not dropping pounds because you gained muscle. Or maybe you gained a few pounds that week, because remember guys, muscle weighs more than fat. So just remember these tips before you're going to start your weight loss journey. Find out your body type. Get that mentality off your head that this is a diet, because it's not. Lifestyle change that you could sustain, and trust the process, guys. Really trust it. I really hope all these tips helped you, because I really wish I had all this information before I started my weight loss journey, because I probably would have lost all my weight in 2018 if I knew all of this. So I hope this helped you, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.